take y'all on this ride with me this morning. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has had a great week. I hope all is well. I want to be out walking. Let's see, it's 73, so that's not too bad. But I'm on my way. I don't know if y'all can see me. It's kind of bright. But from the sun, I'm on my way. It'll probably change in a few minutes to pick up one of my daughters from work. I'm on duty today. Uber duty. I'm on Uber duty. Yeah. So I said, let me go live and talk to y'all for a few minutes, while I keep my eyes on the road, of course. But hey, Annette, how are you? Hey, Joshua, how are you? Yeah, I should be out walking. I might walk when I get back. I don't know. I don't know if it was this rain or what, but my knees and ankles have been bothering me like nobody's business. Plus, walking around the building. But I was like, ooh, I need something. Something for my joints, muscle relaxer. I need something. Because I'm like, oh, and I think a long time ago, I fractured my toe at the nail salon. You know how they used to pull your toes when you get your pedicure? Well, the lady pulled my toe too hard and fractured it. And so I think I aggravated that fracture. I don't know how or why, but just walking and like I say, when I'm walking, I I wear my sneakers to work. But yeah, if somebody else is in, forgive me, because I'm trying to drive. Okay, that's definitely what I'm trying to do. But yeah, let me say this, y'all. First of all, thank y'all for coming in. My name is Kim. Now also known as your low carb queen. I am on a weight loss journey. For those of you who might chime in later or don't know who I am, if you chime in or when you chime in. And I'm also on Mounjaro. The Mounjaro, the GLP-1 injection 10.0. So I just want to say that I appreciate each and every person who chimes in, stops, views my channel. First of all, I appreciate you. I mean, whether you comment or not, I appreciate you. I do, from time to time, give shout outs to the people who comment, because I know that is going the extra mile. Because let's face it, the majority of people view but don't comment. And I feel like on these YouTube streets, and YouTube in general, nobody owes me anything. It's a different type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's a YouTube acquaintance, or, I've gotten to know some people from YouTube. I've met people from YouTube, and I'm appreciative of all new friendships. Absolutely. And then there are YouTube friends. But nobody owes anybody anything. I don't owe you anything, and you don't owe me anything. That's why I say I appreciate it. And, if I like somebody's content, I'm going to watch it, period. I'm not going to watch it and try to compel them to watch my channel. Like, if you don't watch mine, I'm not going to watch yours, that type of thing. If I like your channel, I'm going to watch it. Now, if we have developed, a type of YouTube relationship, friendship, acquaintance, whatever you want to call it, and I feel like I'm loyal to you to that degree, then I might, like I say, go the extra mile to watch your channel more than others. But even in that, there is no obligation on my part. Just the same as there's no obligation on anybody else's part, because it's like a million little mini TV series. The only people who are really responsible in this scenario are the Google ads. They want to know who's watching who so they can put ads, or AKA commercials, on the channel by influencing them. I mean, that's really what YouTube is about, in the sense of the ads and in the sense of, people making money or whatever. If they like you enough, or if enough people click on your channel, then they're like, oh, okay, people have interest in this, so let me put some ads. And then, of course, it's all data, so they cross-reference the people that watch, with their age, their culture, everything, to see what kind of ads might be best suitable for them. I mean, if you've ever noticed, you could watch 5 different videos and get the same ad. That's because they're tracking you to see, what might influence you based on the data or data that they've collected about you. So it's not even so much about us as much as we think it's about us. It's about, because YouTube is a business and they are out to make money. And that's why they started, that's my windshield wipers getting the moisture off. That's why they started, who is that? Oh, that's why they started putting ads on your videos, whether you were monetized or not, because they used to not do that. When I started, they only put ads on people's videos who were monetized. But now, school buses are out. Now they're putting ads on people's videos before they become monetized. Hello, Blaze and Dubova. I thought that was Dubose, because I know some Duboses. I was like, what? But yeah. Oh, I appreciate you, Harjarine, so much. Thank you. And thank you for reminding people about the like button. So I don't get so like, if you watch me, I watch you. Ba ba da da. I'm not doing all of that. It's just like that becomes too cliquish, too territorial. It just becomes too much, you know. And I've seen some strange and crazy things on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a minute. Okay, probably about 6 years. And I've seen some different things on YouTube because people form cliques. They call them communities, and like the GLP-1 is a community. Okay, it's a community in the sense that everybody that's in the GLP-1 community is trying to lose weight. And there's a general weight loss community, and the GLP-1 is within the weight loss community. I've met people who are trying to lose weight, but not on the GLP-1. So that's one community. And then, like I said, the GLP-1 is a community within the weight loss community. But again, nobody owes anybody anything. Nobody's obligated to watch anybody. Some people that, you might have been watching, or they've been watching you for a long time, like I said, you may feel a little bit more connection, or, people who are faithful watchers, or whatever the case may be. But I don't obligate anybody to watch or comment on my channel. Because like I said, I have a very small group when it comes to obligation. That starts with my family. Okay? And I'm not talking about obligating them to watch YouTube, my channel, because they don't. Some watch, some don't. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. When it comes to obligation, that's a whole nother level of relationship. And I'm not in a relationship that permits me to obligate anybody on YouTube to anything. So that's just my take on it, because like I say, people become very territorial and very cliquish very quickly, and again, that's just not who I am. If I like you, I like you. If I want to watch you, I want to watch you. Because again, let's face it, the majority of people that are subscribed to you, all you have to do, if you're a content creator, is go into your analytics. Because, ooh, mercy, skunk. Somebody ran over a skunk. It smells so bad. I know y'all trying to get to work. I'm so sorry. But you should have got up and got there on time. You'd be getting there on time. I'm going 65 and a 55, and you passing me. Oh, I don't know if I should have said that. But anyway. If you look at your analytics, I mean, for people with, for content creators would say less than 50,000 or whatever. On average, you're getting maybe 4 to 10% of your subscribers. You're getting 4 to 10% of views. And that's not all subscribers. Many people watch channels but don't subscribe. I don't know why, because it's only a click. But you have far more people who watch you that are not subscribed to you, 9 times out of 10, than those who do watch you and are subscribed. And that says, I'm at a red light. I am the same. You don't have to watch my channel just because. Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's impossible to watch, every channel that you're subscribed to. Every channel that I'm subscribed to, it's impossible to watch all those channels on a consistent basis. That's why I have a small, cluster of people that I, run through, try to watch. If I don't get to you in a few days, then I double back, because we've made some type of connection, whether it's the GLP-1 or, a personality connection or whatever. But, it's no obligation. And the data just tells you that people who, if you have 10,000 subscribers, then 10% of that is 1,000. 1,000 of those subscribers should be watching your channel. You know what I mean? And if you get 8%, 4 to 800 watching your channel, and you have 10,000 subscribers, that's really good data from YouTube. That's good. So again, if you have 1,000 subscribers and you're getting, 20 views, that's less than 5% of people watching your channel. And like I said, if you go into the analytics, the majority of people who watch are not subscribers. Usually. I'm not going to say across the board, but usually. Of course you want to build a good community, but that community is based on one or two things. It's based on whether or not they like your content. Well, that's the first thing, whether or not they like your content and whether or not it's relevant to them. Whether it's vlogging, it's relevant to their lifestyle, or whether it's something that they're interested in, gardening, weight loss, or whatever the case may be. I've watched people who have 400,000 subscribers, and their video might get 20,000 views. And we're looking like, oh, that's a lot of views. And it is. But 20,000 views on 400,000 subscribers is 5%. Okay? If I'm doing my math right. Okay? 5%. And so, that means that the majority of people it just means what it means. Only 5% of all of those 400,000 subscribers are watching their video. Well, how are they making money, Kim? Well, they're making money because if they do 3 to 4 videos a week and they get 20,000, 15,000, 10,000, 40,000 on all of those videos, then all of that adds up. All of that adds up. Those coins begin to add up. And that says, if I like your channel, I'm going to show major love because that is just who I am. Yes, that's me too. I mean, I watch people's channels. I promote channels. I try to help people, grow who may have, just started out or have few subscribers or whatever. They might be trying to get to their first 100 or their first 500. My girls are always fussing at me, Mom. And they're young. One of my little daughters is like, you need to gatekeep. You give out too much information. You da 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 da. I'm like, child, please. The old cliche, what God has for me is for me, okay? I'm not like trying to keep somebody from getting information, That's just not who I am. No. I'm trying to keep you from getting something until I get on the top or whatever. No. No, but that's not how my blessings come. But it's not even a thought. Everybody is out here trying to be on YouTube for whatever reason, get coins, show, your experience or whatever. So, why not help one another? Why not encourage one another? Like I said, I encourage other channels. I support small channels, large channels. And when it comes to the content, like I said, if I like your content, like it's some people that's on YouTube that I've been knowing since I started, Like I said, some I've met and some I haven't met, but I've been knowing them since I've started. So, we have a connection. So, of course, I'm going, make it my business to watch their content. But yeah. Reset with Anissa. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, you can't gatekeep or whatever they call it. I'm just like, but this, if you don't watch mine, that's what a lot of growth streams do. That's why I don't like growth streams. I participated in growth streams on my other channel when I first got started because that's what I learned how to do. You go into growth streams, you do sub for sub, you make sure you watch the video, But growth streams, the subscribers don't stick. They just don't stick. Now, it depends on what your goal is. Let me see. I'm leaning. Okay, let me move y'all up some. Y'all see on my gut. It depends on what your goal is. Like some people, their goal is to get their subscribers. And when I first, like I said, on my other channel, when I first started with YouTube, I was like, you got to get your 1,000 subscribers. You have to. So you go into these growth streams and, you sub to people and they sub back. They watch a video for a couple minutes and sub. But then YouTube started purging those channels, because those subscribers, because they weren't really watching, you know. Um, and so they started, like, if you got 20 subscribers in a day, they might wait 2 or 3 days, and then they might, take 15 of those. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they would do, because they, I guess they created something to show that it wasn't real. They created something to some type of program to say, okay, these people aren't going back and watching this content, then just take them off. They're not real subscribers, you know. And you do know, I'm sure y'all do know. Reset, what did he say? That's just what happened to me. Yes. Yes, sometimes, sometimes I think they can be bots. Um, but yeah, the growth streams, they can be a bit much. A bit much. And so, like I said, I did that already. And probably, I'm gonna be honest with you, probably I can count the people from my other channel. I can count the people on one hand who stuck with me, and I stuck with them. And they, we are still, like I say, a few of us still keep in contact today, by phone, by text, by Facebook, by email, and I've even met a couple of those, like I say, probably, I ain't gonna say on one hand, as they say. And you do know you can pay for subscribers. There are people who you can pay for subscribers, you can pay for views. Now I don't know how that works when it comes to YouTube, but there are separate apps where you can pay for your subscribers. And people, when they were previously on their grind trying to get those 1,000 subscribers, like I say, back in the day, and they probably still do it, but you could go into a growth stream and get 20, 30, 40 subscribers. It was people even paying to have their channel, like paying within the chat to have their channel posted up so that the people in the chat could see them. Reset, what Anissa said, I got 5 and lost 5 within 15 minutes. That's not funny, but I've been there. I have absolutely been there, so I know all about that. You wake up the next morning and more than half the people are gone. Thank you so much. So you like my earrings? Thank you. Yeah, so you just have to people pay. There are different apps that people can use to pay for views, to try to boost and try to pretend like they're getting more views than they are. That's why it doesn't matter. Like, I've seen channels who have less subscribers but way more views. Okay, you can have, good morning, I'm live, you can have less subscribers and make more money than somebody who has a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. I'm live. So yeah, because it depends on the content, because people will subscribe, but they won't consistently watch. What is this person doing? Can you go where? Target. I don't go to Target. Are we still boycotting Target? Just asking a question. Oh, and that says to get monetized, do you have to have 1,000 subscribers? Yes, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
I thought they changed it to 500.
No, and 4,000 watch hours. What they did change is five. Now they call it some type of pre-monetization or something they call it. But it's not a full monetization. When you get 5,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, I think you can get memberships and stuff like that. But some people are like, "Oh, I'm monetized," and they still don't have 1,000 subscribers. And I'm saying to myself, "No, you're not monetized. I don't know what it is that you are, but you're not monetized because you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to start making coins. You have to have 1,000 subscribers through YouTube. Now you can make money other ways, but yeah." Yeah, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And it's just a question on what you focus. I actually have 3 channels. And on my 3rd channel, I just do mostly shorts. It's a faceless channel. And they just changed the rules with that. But on my faceless channel, I have over 600 subscribers. But my watch hours, I don't even have 100 watch hours because I only do shorts. And with shorts, you got to have millions of views. I mean, like millions. So I started putting long videos on that channel so that I could start building my watch hours. But that's my on the back burner channel because I'm really trying to focus on getting Low Carb Queen, this channel, monetized. It's not monetized yet. And I'm really close, y'all. So if y'all want to run my playlist, go ahead and just binge watch some videos and let them run so I can get my watch hours. I'm really close. I've got my 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have all my watch hours. And I really did choose to let this channel grow organically based on, the content, as opposed to my other channel when I started out. Like I said, that channel was growing. I use growth streams. I did get monetized. Did I tell you right? Because I'm running my mouth. No, I gotta go back around. I did. Oh, it says Target right there. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I did get monetized. But and that's the other thing. A lot of people get very disappointed when they get monetized because they think, "Oh, I'm about to make some money." When you get monetized, it's almost like you have to start all over again. Okay? Because you have to maintain watch hours. You have to maintain 4,000. I think it's 4,000 watch hours in order to stay monetized, and you don't make a lot of money. I'm monetized on my other channel. Oh wow, this was new. I'm monetized on my other channel, but first of all, YouTube won't even give you a check until you're making. Oh Jesus, what was going on with that? $100. Okay, so when you get your first $100, that's when you get a check. And so, once you get monetized, you start making coins, and you can't even. I'm parked now. She had to go to the store. You can't even. Let's see. Let's see. And that says I have over 25,000 followers on Facebook. Are you getting paid on Facebook? That's good. I figure if I do more lives, I might get more followers. And that says yes. Yes. You'll definitely get more watch hours if you do more lives. Anissa says my first video was July 6th. So like a month and a half ago. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's good. How many subscribers do you have? You know, once you get that first 100, it kind of just moves along, moves, you know. But yeah, so when you do get monetized, you get you only get paid. You get paid once a month on the 21st, but that's only if you have accumulated $100. So, for example, my other channel, PastorKims Corner, that's my other channel that's monetized. My I only get about, on average, since it's been monetized for about 4 or 5 years, but I only get on average about 3 checks a year. Hear me clearly. 3 checks a year. Okay? Because they just let it add up and add up. It takes me about 3 to 4 months to accumulate $100. And I probably I pro- let's see. Annette said, "Oh, Annette, you have 158 subscribers." Anissa says 74, but barely any watch hours. I'm still learning titles and thumbnails. Yeah, that's a biggie. Titles and thumbnails is a biggie. Um, Annette says, you're still learning YouTube as well. 3 checks, $100 for a check. Yes, yes. They won't give you a check. Like, you could have made $40 in a month. They're not going to give you that. They're going to wait until you get $100. And so if it takes you 2 more months to get the other 60, then that's when you'll get a check. You'll get a check on that 4th month for that $100. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, but my daughter was just telling me to turn my Facebook page into a business page because you can get paid on Facebook. I knew that you could get paid on Facebook, but a while ago they stopped paying people. They were trying to be in competition with TikTok and YouTube, and it wasn't working. But come on, Mark Zuckerberg, he's got enough money. He could pay people. So she was like, you need to turn your Facebook channel into a business channel so that you can make money. But I have a hard time trying to keep up with YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and 2 channels. I'm not even going to include the faceless channel. I'm not going to include that one. But, you know, on my monetized channel, I literally put out a video I put out a short Monday through Friday. And I go live on Tuesdays and Sundays. If I don't go live on Sunday for service, I'll put a video up. And I've been doing that for years. You know, people just, they don't want to hear the word. But I am coming up with other ways to be more active on that channel to get more viewers. Like, we started doing blessing bags. And so that has been, the video that I did on that got a lot of views. So I'm going to start doing more of that on that channel. But yeah, so once you become, like I said, once you become monetized, you got to maintain, because some people lose their monetization because they don't have enough, they don't maintain the watch hours. And so, you can lose it. What else? What else when it comes to monetization? I should do some videos on it because I've learned a lot of stuff. I should probably do some videos on monetization and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just stuff that I looked up. Thumbnails. I use Canva for thumbnails, and I've invested a lot of money. Thanks, Annette. I've invested a lot of money. Like, I pay for Canva. I was using the free version, but then I just ended up paying for it. That's $12.95 a month that I pay for that. But you can have, I think you can have up to 5 team members. So 2 of my daughters use it. One is a science teacher in Philly. She uses it. And then another one of my daughters, she uses it. And I pay for music, Epidemic Sound. They started out at about $15 a month. Now they're up to maybe 17 or 18. I was using that on both my channels, but I stopped it on one because that was like $40 a month, And they have, great music, so you can you have to pay for that. And so I invested that. Now, like I said, I stopped on one channel and I started using Suno. Suno is how I made the song. Suno is another music app, and their subscription is less. Theirs is $10 a month. But you have to create your own songs there. They'll make a song for you, or you can create your own song. So you can use any songs that you create, on any of your channels. And so I was about to stop Epidemic Sound. That's what it's called. I was about to stop them because they were higher. But I do like a lot of their songs. And so for now, I'm keeping it. So yeah, that's, money that I'm investing that I'm not, it's just like any business. And that you use Suno. Yeah. It's becoming real popular now. There's a lot of people that's, creating songs and stuff like that. But, it's an AI, so you got to be like, real specific about what kind of music you want. And, yeah, so, but it's a lot of, like I said, investment. So I'm like $20 a month for, Epidemic Sound, $10 a month for Suno, $13 a month for Canva. So that's 30, 45, the 43. So that's 43. And in 10, 12 months, that's about $500. And I'm only making $300 on the one channel. So, but it's like any other business. You got to invest. So, yeah. And my PastorKims Corner, that's my give back. That's my, I'm going to do that regardless because that's how I started. My daughter, I was doing email sending out. I had a large email list of about, 400 people that I would email every day for a scripture, to send them a scripture so they could get the word. And she was like, you need to just do that on YouTube. This was like 2015. She was telling me, you need to just do that on YouTube. And I was like, YouTube? I was like, I use YouTube for school. I would go pick, if you wanted information, you go to Google. But if you wanted a video, you would go to YouTube. So I was like, I use YouTube for school. But she just kept trying to tell me, and it really didn't register until about 3 or 4 years later. Probably like 2018 or 19. I was like, okay, well, tell me, show me. I got videos on my other channel, how we started out. But yeah. So I enjoy YouTube. And I enjoy all of thank y'all for the thumbs up. I enjoy learning about it and everything. But I don't enjoy when it becomes cliquish. I don't enjoy that, It's definitely a hobby for me. Especially being retired. I like it's Miss V. She like, look, I don't got time. I don't want this to be work. I basically want it to be fun, and so. And I feel like some people are legitimately making it their livelihood. And that's like phenomenal when I have watched people and seen them grow. Like Chef Pam, cooking at Pam's Place. She was originally called Chef Pam. We all used to be together 5-6 years ago. Cooking with Pam, Stephanie 57, Carter's Eat, Sister Fifi, Angie in Real Life. Who else was in that? All of us were starting out kind of like out together, you know, at the same time, not necessarily together. And we met, we came together, and we were in different growth streams. Woo! And you know, and then all of a sudden Pam blew up. She did a short, and the short blew up. And she knew what to do with that 15 minutes or 2 minutes of fame. She started making videos, you know, because she was always cooking. She was always doing good cooking. Oh, yeah, Bless Row. We started out together. Bless Row's Journey, Cooking with Bless Row. She had 2 channels. It was a couple others that's not on here anymore, too. But Pam blew up. I'm so happy for her, and I'm so proud of her. But, yeah, she did a short. And that short went viral. And from there, you know, her channel just took off. She did. And she had already had another channel, Scaredy Cat Gardener, or Scaredy Cat Gardening. And so, yeah, different, you know, we all grew up together. So just in the YouTube streets, grew up in YouTube, not grew up literally. And when I tell you I was clueless, I was clueless. Clueless. Oh my gosh. Clueless. When I think about it. And I kept trying to categorize it. And YouTube has so many categories and so many cultures and so many viewers. You know, it's almost like there are no rules when it comes to watching. But yeah, I enjoy it. And I just don't, like I said, I know I'm repeating myself. I just don't like to feel obligated. I don't like that feeling. The obligated to watch somebody's channel, and I won't. You know, I won't do that, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna be on this weight loss journey and get my views, and my goal was to be monetized by September. And like I said, I've got a few more watch hours to go. Not a few, but I got a little bit to go. I think I'm at about 2,700. And of course you need 4,000. So 1,300 watch hours. That's not really a lot when you think about, you know, how far you've come. So if I'm not monetized by the end of September, definitely by the end of October. You know, I want to get my first check in 2025 on Low Carb Queen. That's what I want to do. Okay. Oh, okay. And that's saying, yes, you should definitely educate us on this YouTube app. And Annette says, I feel that will get you a lot of ratings, especially if you make them easy to follow instructions. Yeah. Yeah, Candy K does some of that. And I like that. I was like, this is really good because, you know, baby boomers and Gen X, you know, Gen X is in the 40s and, you know, baby boomers are older. We appreciate instructions. Young folks, they like, you know, a lot of them don't have time to be instructed, but we appreciate instruction. So I might do some of that. I don't know if I'll do it on this channel though, because I really want to devote this channel to weight loss and recipes and stuff like that. I might do it on PastorKims Corner. I might do it on there, because I was doing a Friday Heart and Soul Chronicles, and I haven't done that for a while. So I might do that. I do have a video about growth streams that I was going to put over there. And so I might just go ahead on and do that and just start talking about YouTube on the, you know, once a week or something. But yeah, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Candy K, how you doing? I just spoke your name. Speaking of Moses. You can't say speak of the devil. You can't say that. So speak of Moses. You said, Anissa said, I have a new fitness channel. I don't know what to do with. Okay, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me say, speak of Esther. Speak of it. That's what we say when we don't want to send my family. We don't want to say speak of the devil. We say speak of Moses. But in your case, I'll say speak of Esther. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go ahead on and get this child home because she's been working about an 8-hour shift.
I work 10.
Oh, she said 10 hours. She probably like
9 to 7:30.
Yes, this is true. So, speak of Esther, yes. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And we will talk again in these YouTube streets. Y'all, low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye.